Hello everyone, welcome to another session on Introduction to Television and Cinema. In this session, we are going to discuss about Bollywood cinema. We were discussing about cinema in India, and we are almost done with three sections, like as an introduction to cinema in India. We have done with the talkies, we have done with Raja Harishchandra, and we are also done with Dada Sahib Torne's Shri Pundalik. These are the three major areas that we have discussed in our previous session. And before getting into parallel cinema, which is in fact there in your textbook on page number 84, which will deal after a while two videos, we'll start with Bollywood cinema. Okay. So Bollywood cinema is basically the Hindi cinema, okay, and or you can say the Hindi language sector of the Indian movie making industry, and it began in Bombay, which is now called as Mumbai, in somewhere around 1930s and developed into an enormous film empire. Okay, it has got its own it is considered to be one of the largest hub of commercial cinemas in India, especially in all over India, you can say. Okay, so one idea that we have to remember in the context of Bollywood is that the concept called as commercial masala cinema, or you can say commercial cinema. Okay, it is a style of filmmaking that portray action, comedy, drama, romance, and melodrama. That is what is called as a masala film. It has got many genres, you can say, like action sequences are there, comedy sequences are there. There'll be like a very concrete story or plot which we call as drama films. Then element of romance is there, and also melodrama is there. So that is what we call as a commercial cinema, and they have usually Hindi cinema or Bollywood cinema, which has more of commercial cinema, compared to the parallel cinema. You can see that they have good large number of songs and dances filmed in picturesque locations. So plots for such movies, you can say, at times go illogical and improbable to unfamiliar viewers. They feel like what is in fact that they are trying to say. I'm not in fact judging any movie, but if you look at the famed movies like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai kind of movies, at times we feel like it's quite illogical, okay, especially for a person not from that particular background. Okay, so but you can say that they are always immense crowd pullers. Like they people will just it will be like always houseful shows and things like that. So that is the background of, you can say, what do you mean by commercial cinema or masala cinema. Now, we'll quickly discuss about the timeline of rise and emergence of Bollywood. Okay, it is there in your textbook, but not in this particular format. But if you can memorize this particular sequence, it will be easy for you to understand, to have a better understanding of Bollywood cinema. So, in the 1950s, you can see the commercial cinema flourished with more of the kind, like Bollywood got flourished with more of commercial cinemas. Okay, and like the films like Piazza in 1957, Aurora in 1951, and Shri 480 express social themes mainly dealing with urban working class in India. They talked about the urban working class. Okay, and but they were commercial cinema, or you can say in a way masala cinema. One of the major break in Hindi film industry was Mother India, which came in the year 1957. The year is important. The name of the movie is also important. You might get a short note on Mother India. So it was directed by Mehboob Khan, and was the first Indian film to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. So you can say that this particular movie redefined the conventions of Hindi cinema for decades. There were so many imitations. If you take the example from Malayalam film industry, if there is one major hit or super hit type of a movie, then there will be so many movies, in one way or the other trying to imitate that particular movie. Okay, which we call as the influence of that movie. You have the Vasudam type of movies, or you can say Valsalyam type of movies, which has got its own repercussions, you can say, to an extent. So likewise, Mother India, it redefined the conventions, and it was a kind of a major influence on the Hindi film industry for decades. Okay, so another point that you have to remember about 1950s is that the person, film actor by name Dilip Kumar, he debuted in 1940s, and he became a very popular film artist in 1950s. Okay, and he became a very popular movie star during that particular time. So these are the things that you have to remember about 1950s. Okay, and when we move on to 1960s, one of the most important development that happened in 1950s was the establishment of film and television school in Pune in 1960. Okay, so the Pune Film Institute, as it is popularly known. Okay, it got established in the year 1960, and it was an important milestone in India's film industry. Okay, so you can see a generation of filmmakers and actors. They came out of Pune Film Institute, and it has contributed tremendously to Indian film industry, and especially to Bollywood. Then third, the group you can see is about 1970s. 1970s is basically known for the rise of Amitabh Bachchan, and he became a very popular actor during that time. And also you can say, in a way, Rishi Kapoor also came into picture during that particular time. And one of the most important themes, again urban themes, it is basically about Mumbai, and definitely urban themes has to be there in Bollywood cinema. So urban themes was there, but you can see that these urban themes, they were discussing about growing discontent and disillusionment among the masses. India was going through a very terrible time, you can say, in 1970s. There was so much of unemployment. People were educated, but there is a kind of unemployment of all these issues, that has in fact affected the people in India, and reflection of that you can see in the Hindi cinema industry, or you can say Bollywood. Then and because of that, you can see the movies were discussing about the discontent and disillusionment, then unprecedented growth of slums and urban poverty, urban poverty, about the slum areas in Mumbai. Okay, then you can say because of this unemployment, there was a increase in crime, there is an increase in corruption. Then also they were talking about anti-establishment themes. Anti-establishment means against the establishment, against the set notions. There were movies challenging that. So all those things you can see in 1970s. And there is a group of people whom we call in literature as angry young men. Okay, we have John Osborne's Look Back in Anger. There is a drama by that name, a play by that name, John Osborne's Look Back in Anger. It is considered as a part of angry young men movement. They are like very disillusioned with life, the things that are happening around them. So such type of characters, you can see that emerged in Hindi cinema during that particular period called 1970s, and the personification of that, the best cast was Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, especially you have Sanjeev, then Sholay. It in fact solidified the position of Amitabh Bachchan in the Hindi film industry. So that is about 1970s. Then they haven't mentioned about Rishi Kapoor, but he is also a very prominent figure in Hindi film industry in the 1970s and 1980s, you can say. Okay, he is in fact more or less in the other opposite side of Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, he was more romantic kind of characters that he used to take. So that is like another side of Bollywood film industry, you can say. Then by 1980s, in 1980s, you can say that Bollywood has become, or Hindi commercial cinema, or commercial Hindi cinema has become one of the world's largest film producer. So many movies were coming from this particular part of the world, or you can say this particular region. Okay, and it because of that massive production of film, it has got such a great impact in Indian film also, Indian film industry also. Okay, and 1990s is basically about the emergence of three Khans: Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Salman Khan. So 1990s is about that. Then 2010s, in your book, the next references about 2010s, the second decade of the 21st century, where you can see new generation themes, got emerged, and you have new generation of actors. Okay, so that is about the timeline and emergence of Bollywood. Now we are going more or less line by line. That is what we have in fact discussed. Commercial cinema flourished, the notable movies. Then 1960s we have the establishment of Pune Film Institute. Then in 70s we have Amitabh Bachchan and also the urban themes. 1980s India became one of the largest film producer. Then 1990s is about the Khans, the era, or you can say the Khan trio, and 2010 is about the new generation actors. So this you can say is briefly about the Bollywood film industry. Okay. So if we talk about the establishment of Bollywood film industry, or Bombay talkies, the early experiments in silent films in Bombay talkies, it happened from 1930s. Okay, especially by Himanshu Rai. There is another person by that name, Himanshu Rai. But there are so many other classics also in Bollywood film industry. One is Mughal-e-Azam, which came in the year 1960, Mughale, Azam, Azam. Okay, then we have Sholay. I have already mentioned about Sholay. Sholay was in the year 1975. Then we have a Cartesian film called Pakeezah, Pakeezah, in the year 1972. Okay, and Jai Santoshi Ma is another important film, especially with its stunning cinematography. There's no mention to all these things in your textbook, but I would like to brief about that also. That is why I thought I'll just mention about them. Okay, then another popular figures, we have mentioned about Amitabh Bachchan, but we have also Raj Kapoor, we have Dilip Kumar, we have Dev Anand. These three were popular in the 1950s and 1960s. Then we have Rajesh Khanna in 1970s, and also, as I've told you, we have Rishi Kapoor. Then among the popular film icons, female film icons, we have Madhubala in 1950s, Mumtaz in 1960s, then Zeenat Aman in 1970s, Hema Malini in 1980s, Madhuri Dixit and Kajol in 1990s. So that also, like, you can briefly, you can say about or talk about the Bollywood film industry. So with that, I conclude, this particular session on Bollywood cinema. You just have to have an idea about the timeline. That's it. Nothing more than that. Thank you. Stay at home, stay safe, and stay tuned.